Good morning. Today is January 11th, 2022, and I'm going to be discussing some aspects of sobriety or drug court. Uh, I graduated in 2013 here in Alpena, Michigan, and I was a lifelong criminal and petty criminal. I surely wasn't mafia material. And I had a birthday cake on my graduation day after probably about 40 years of probation and stuff. And I surely didn't think that drug court or the court system was going to be what really assisted or helped me mend my drinking problem or my social disorder. But nonetheless, 9 years later, I'm still quite involved. And I'll be doing a discussion, a slideshow to help assist other individuals to find a way to complete a program, whether through compliance or successful or sincerely or unsincerely, however it is to accomplish the goal, helping the professionals drug court be successful by having graduates complete learning and understanding the challenges of addictive persons and the continuance being involved with going to recovery meetings throughout the community, research, understanding, and development of different processes. So I'm going to share the screen with the slideshow that I've prepared, and I would thank you for tuning in. And this is where I'll be going here. And here's a share button, and this is a drug court. And I guess I can move this guy around as I'm recording, so that's pretty cool. So I'm learning about this process here as I go along. And so stress reduction and interactive solutions, obviously, the legal consequences due to addictive behavior landed me in drug court. I stole the bottle of booze from a local store that would help. Once in a while, they would help me to get over my withdrawals. And there was a whole story behind me getting well, which really surprised them and also surprised me. And coming to understand that drug court is a potential last legal remedy to a problematic individual. And I didn't understand that until the end, that once you enter into a drug court program, that is the end remedy per se for a court in helping or trying to find a way to resolve a person's conflict and legal troubles. So program requirements vary from different ones. I was going to try to see to get the most recent one. I still go to drug court today. It's usually Wednesdays here in Alpena, Michigan. And I transport people to and from meetings and drug court. I run into different individuals and I ask them if they would like to go. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. Recent one was a young lady that was out of prison, and we went and sat in there, and I felt very empowered and involved in assisting another individual and finding a way to live a better life. So solving problems as a person in recovery is much different 9 years later than it was in the beginning. I still have troubles, like the powerless over the substance alcohol from the meetings and treatment, that I'm powerless over the substance and my life has become unmanageable. And most of it has now turned out to be the unmanageable part. Either the mind, which has been conditioned over the years of using and interacting with people, that my belief system was really distorted in relation to other people's, and that really became complicated. And then I became accustomed to using alcohol and drugs or the people as a means of a coping mechanism with really the mental torture that comes along with trying to live a life without substance. Um, Being in court and interacting with some people that at one time punished me, or we would sit in rooms and have discussions about the hypocritical conduct of other people in relation to us, and how I'll show you, I'll hurt me. That was the thing. Peer support, getting involved with other people, trying to represent something. I represented something pretty good when I was drinking and drugging at parties and in different rooms and taverns, and I was trying to represent something there. And I did enjoy the life that I lived as I lived it. And then it became very problematic. And then medically, if I didn't have substance, I would have medical problems. I would have to go to the hospital for withdrawals. And so I had advanced in my addiction. And then I come to find out that I also advanced in a community through getting involved in the drug court, and then in the community with housing, and trying to start other activities that would help other people find a better way of living. And throughout the years, it has fluctuated. Sometimes it's easy to give up on things when it's hard to get other people to participate. But staying consistent and persistent, one may find that possibilities are endless. So I'm going to move to the next one here, a perfect stranger. And I was sitting this morning as I was doing this, and I was trying to, one thing I learned from the person that helped me is in the process of elimination, and preparing for success and being under duress, going to college, no books and no pencil. As a matter of a condition that most people that end up in drug court don't have really a driver's license. They have exhausted all their, they burn bridges. They have a record. They have a self-image challenging. And now that I look back at however I manipulated or conned my way into doing a newsletter and leading other people to believe that I was the guy that was going to be involved in helping other people to appear like I was the person that was compliant. I've been on probation all my life, and I've complied um, with the conditions of probation to the extent that I was released from probation every time by non-compliance. I never completed a probation. I don't think I was ever off probation my whole life as a young adult into um, my late 30s. And so I was thinking, going to college, would they send you to college with uh, no books or pencils? Going to the college to find a normal person to have a discussion saying that, hi, I'm Jay, and I've had a lot of problems in my life, and I'm entering into a program where I don't necessarily have the equipment to meet the requirements. And I'm telling this to a teacher at a school. And what came to mind is she said, well, would you go to college without any books or pencils? And it doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just somehow understanding the conditions that are revolving around a lot of the stuff about being an alcoholic or addict, and trying to reintegrate yourself into a way of living to take us out of the commodity pool. Um, if I don't get in trouble anymore, then I won't be supporting the jails or the treatment center or the counseling services. And actually, rightfully applied, I can become a very active person in recovery, as it describes in the literature. And I know for a fact today that an addict can best understand another addict. We can help when no one else can. And so somehow, if we can gather together as a group of people um, and come to an understanding and help each other, that we can surpass what is presumed about the addict and the alcoholic in today's society, that surely there is an epidemic, a pandemic. There's a virus, a spiritual virus that's going on, and it has to do with alcohol and drugs, and utilizing these as coping mechanisms or financial resources for other individuals. And I didn't necessarily understand that this would have been a topic I would have had in a jail, as they would have said, well, if you don't like the accommodations to come here. But somehow I kept on ended up in jail. Uh, and so trying to be the change that you want to see in the world. And after a period of time, knowing that you can do it or we can do it, together we can. And I feel empowered doing this now. I sat for about an hour wondering if I was going to do this, and then I wrote a little bit in the slideshow, and then I'm sitting there, well, what am I doing? I'm not really doing them. I get these negative energies. It's a magnetic force that seems to does not want me to succeed. Success, uh, getting well becomes part of the problem for whatever reason. Uh, and the longer I go in recovery, the more I see that sometimes the most difficult thing is for people to get involved in solving the problems of themselves and others by being interactive in recovery. Manipulation and compliance. And I surely manipulated and complied. I would tell you anything to get the things that I needed in my addiction. And then going to meetings and being in drug court. I wanted to represent a person that was in recovery. I went through like 8 treatment centers. I've been in and out of counseling. I've been going to college to be the person I am today, I guess, through many treatment centers and counseling sessions. And there wasn't nothing that they could really tell me. I think I was looking for a friend or as a means of counselors and professionals, that one of the things in the HIPAA laws or whatever is they couldn't develop a personal relation with the individuals that they were counseling. And then trying to go to meetings and learn how to be part of a group of people, uh, trying to sober up my friends. No wonder it's classified as a disease, because post-traumatic stress disorder for people that went through a war is one thing. And then the post-traumatic stress disorder of having a history, alcohol and drug abuse is a whole nother. And then many attempts at trying to get sober and join a group of people or get my life back caused another problem. So being successful in program promotions, getting involved, learning how to conduct myself and seeing other people do the same, uh, Don't think that you're going to make it. And then when you start making it, how you perform or conduct yourself in the rooms of the court or in the rooms of recovery, uh, they would like you to join. And then when you join, they would like you to kind of slow down and take it easy. Finding ways of getting used to having or feeling empowered or having being an asset to something where somebody looks up to you and realizing that you do have a the ability to help other people, and then possibly not wanting to help them because of the responsibility of actually being there. Getting out of the commodity cycle that by getting well, I have not been in trouble with the legal system. I have not supported the jails or the courts as a financial institution. Uh, they have not had to get any grant money to support or to process some of my conduct. And in that, understanding and being involved, trying to share that with others, and then finding some success as an active participant. And this has developed into a new way of living. Um, it's primarily with the same type of people. We're a group of people that normally would not mix, but in general, there's a whole bunch of different activities of just going to meetings or participating in recovery or actually making a life of it where you can actually financially support yourself and other people. You can develop essence or programs or lifestyles that give pathways to other people that they can make financial resources, transportation as a matter of going to drug court. Most people don't have a license. You could start a whole business based on transporting people. People need housing. People need support. We are the answer to our own problem. We could just objectively understand that and have the courage to actually demonstrate this. We could be our own hypocrite to our assets, and that we are the answer to our. I want to thank you for showing up, and I enjoyed doing this. For the most part, I'm going to try to double click and get myself back on the top there. I got the little screen I can look down, and that's always interesting too. We'll go back to the manipulation, conflict, perfect strangers, stress reduction. I'm having a little bit of stress trying to shut this machine off. And then we'll just go to the beginning one here. Sobriety and drug courts. I really appreciate everybody watching. If you did watch, help somebody get to where they're going. In the process, you may help yourself get to where you're going. Be the change you wish to see. I want to thank you ever so much and have a wonderful day. I'm going to end this temporary.